Earlier today, I talked about CM Punk's return to the WWE after almost a decade away from the company. If you haven't watched it yet, please do go back and check it out, and you'll know how I feel about the whole situation. And I want everyone to know, for many years after Punk left in 2014, I was one of the countless fans hoping year after year that he would come back until one day I just stopped. That was probably shortly after his catastrophe that was his UFC career, or somewhere around there. Even yet, when he made his return to wrestling with AEW, my interest in him was rekindled, and I joined in on the discussions. I watched the clips for a week or two, and then I just kind of lost interest. Just like I kind of lost interest in him ever coming back. Looking at TV ratings and YouTube views, I don't think I was alone in that experience. The whole CM Punk in AEW thing was an experiment that seemed as if both sides were sabotaging it right off the rip with a mix of terrible booking and scandal after scandal. I never went out of my way to watch any CM Punk AEW stuff again after that debut. But looking back, I can remember off the top of my head many crazy things that took place during his brief, less than 2 years stay there? He, along with Tony Khan and the Elite, were constantly making headlines every week. Media scrums with verbal shots fired, backstage altercations, bitten ears, and injured dogs, after show, in ring personal jabs in front of thousands, face to face in ring personal jabs shared on air, injuries, more backstage fights, Tony Khan almost losing his life. I mean, what in the hell was going on there, guys? Like I said in my earlier video today, everyone involved in those situations, that whole situation over there in AEW, acted like nothing more than children. That's expected for Tony Khan, but not for CM Punk. Or at least it wasn't expected by most. And to be honest with you all of my probably 10 listeners here on this new channel right now on YouTube, I think it was a work, right? I mean, it had to have been, bro. There is absolutely zero chance that many grown ass men would conduct themselves the way that they reportedly did, right? Or at least one would hope so. CM Punk had to be working the man-child money mark, bro. Had to. I think half of his locker room or better is just working him, milking him for everything he's got, like he's a mark at a convention, but that's for another video. CM Punk got a huge payday out of Tony Khan. Then once WWE was looking to be sold and Vince McMahon completely out of the picture, Punk worked his way into getting out of his contract. Beautiful job, I mean, you have to give it to him. The man knows how to get his way. He's extremely intelligent. And that leads me to my next point. While we're on the topic of CM Punk and WWE working people, this is some great long-term booking from WWE with his return and the altercation, I guess you could say, with Seth Rollins at War Games. If you were to ask me, the WWE foresaw being able to successfully work TK out of Punk's contract just as much as he did. And that's why they had Seth Rollins do that interview where he called Punk a cancer. It makes it seem as if WWE has less than zero interest in the man. And it sets up a feud for when they do get him. You know, it's either that or everyone has lost their damn minds as far as professional wrestling goes in 2023, and nobody knows anything about being professional anymore. You know, I sure hope it's the former and not the latter, because if so, God have mercy on the already in a near coma professional wrestling industry.